Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Following that Game 1 victory from St. Clair Saints, we're going to be heading to Consulate for Game 2, and they did actually win out excellently, 7-3, a dominating win for St. Clair. They looked better than ever. Their communication's on point. Their gunfights are on point. And with a couple hiccups along the way, they took that pretty dominantly. What do you think of that Game 1?
Game one looked very, very dominant. Their droning skills, the way they communicated, they pinched, they refragged, just every aspect of the game, they looked very, very dominant. There was a few hiccups here and there, but they made it work. They took one step back, two steps forward. One step back, two steps forward. So, if you take two steps forward, one step back, you win in the long run.
And sometimes that's all you need. So just now we just got confirmation we're gonna be heading into Game 2, Consulate. Let's head to the ban phase. What do you expect to see gone on a map like Consulate?
If teams like to run out, you might see a nomad ban. You might see Thatcher ban's usually normal. You'll see a Thatcher ban on basically every map. For defense, you might see a Valkyrie on this map because William DCs. So instead of Imagine this time, it's William. So we might see a rehost unless he can get back in time.
Yeah, so they're just going to be stalling out the ban, seeing if he can get back in time. So there we go. Thatcher, the first ban going to be taken out, and it's probably going to make sure that the teams will stay away from pushing garage entry, and they're probably going to head towards mostly going through windows instead. And teams are saying that they don't want to rehost, so they'll stall out these bans as much as they can.
And great love coming out from both teams, calling them lovely people, and sending hearts, and the Maverick ban.
Oh, I like that.
Maverick. Okay.
I like that. It kind of denies all entry into garage. So without a Thatcher, usually you'll run a Maverick because you don't necessarily have to get rid of the bandits or the Cades if you have a Maverick. So seeing the Maverick gone, it kind of makes you have to kind of open up the staircase doorway and get in there to get rid of anything, or use a Twitch drone to get rid of anything that's blocking that. So it looks like a lot of attacking denial on that garage hold.
Yeah, and Valkyrie. There you go. Like I said, this map's very very Valkyrie oriented. If you need a lot of cams, and so you're probably gonna see an Echo ban. Most likely.
Yeah, if I don't see an Echo ban, I'd be surprised. No!
And Williams gone one more time. So
Ubisoft, what's going on?
Anyway.
So we're probably going to have to see a rehost now.
Yeah, so these are the bans they're going to keep.
But if they do rehost, yeah, so there we go. They're asking for a rehost. Round 1 is going to be delayed for a little bit. The bans did come underway. It was Thatcher, Maverick, Valkyrie, Echo, and honestly, I think that's kind of standard for a map like Consulate to see those bans come underway. So why don't you just run us through with those operators gone? What kind of strats you want to see come out?
So with the Maverick and Thatcher gone, if Imagine's playing the Buck slash Sledge, you're gonna see a lot of top floor soft destruction. What I'm trying to say. So you're gonna see him above, breaking everything, causing a lot of destruction, some reconstruction, putting things back together, taking them apart, and throwing them everywhere. So
can he do that?
No, you can't. It'd be cool. That's maybe an operator.
New
idea.
Operator, year 5.
Year 5? Are you listening? Anyway, so yeah, and then you're gonna have your thermite, probably Habana for your hatches and your hard breach, and then your entry frags like Sophia and all that. So on defense, you're probably gonna have a Cade and a Mute necessarily, and probably Maestro, and then the other two is up to them.
Yeah, and those are excellent comps to be running back and forth, and I do see a lot of kind of presence from both teams. They probably are going to bring out some pretty interesting strats on Consulate. It's a pretty normal picked map. You do see Consulate picked a lot in the Pro League, a lot in the college leagues as well. So there's a lot of strats to kind of you know the map, and if you don't know the map, I don't think you pay enough attention to Rainbow Six because this map's played all the time.
It's played more often than some maps, but like Villa. You don't see Villa too often. You see it, but you don't see it too often.
Don't see it enough. I
Yeah.
love that map.
Yeah. I mean, that map's all right. You need to know how to play it.
Yeah.
You
True.
need to know the pinches. You need to know the basics.
And while we're here and while we're kind of stalling for a little bit of time, there's new operators coming. So have you been playing on the test servers?
The test server.
Yeah, the test.
So, I mean, the new op on defense, his name is
Oryx.
Oryx. He's amazing if you bring a dock.
Kool-Aid Man. I think he has probably one of the most interesting kits ever. The fact that he can climb through hatches and then peek and then drop down if he wants to, I think that's game changing.
Yeah, that's decent intel too, because you can just hop up, peek, and drop without them seeing you.
Yeah.
You don't even have to climb up, and the sound isn't like loud. It's not like an impact. It's not like an explosion. It's just someone breaking through a wall. So there's not very big sound cue on that part.
And then I heard his gun kit isn't the best though. So it's like I heard it's okay, but it's like it's able to balance him out to a point that you don't have to worry about the guns from a distance.
Yeah.
And then on attacking, you got I can't remember.
Ayana,
and she has it's kind of like the alibis that can walk on their own, and they basically have no cues to tell you that they're a drone unless it hits something electrified.
Yeah.
Or takes damage.
Yeah.
So that's something crazy.
William?
Please tell me William's in. Okay. So William crashed again, and it looks like they're gonna be rehosting once again. And it's just a couple problems going on. It looks like they're gonna play it. It looks like they're calling to play it and not calling for the rehost. So St. Clair kind of taking the high road and playing this round out. Is he gonna play Frost?
No.
Okay.
I was gonna say he's gonna six pick that. I hope.
Okay.
But Kennesaw, their school doesn't have computers.
No, they play from home.
Yeah.
The ideal place that most of the Rainbow Six players want to play from.
Yeah, because you have your own comp or your own setup at home. You have your comfort.
Yeah,
but you know how to play at home. But the LAN, when you're all together,
it's different.
It feels so good.
And I expect in this break time, I expect to see William change wherever PC he's set up at and kind of move around. So they're probably gonna try a few new things, get him back in the lobby. But for now, we're gonna see round one on that basement garage hold, and I do see St. Clair gonna have to take probably a more spread out hole, if that makes sense, because they're down a player. They're going to be spread wide, and I think Kennesaw only way the only way I see Kennesaw kind of breaking this comfortably is if they go for like a top down. I don't want to see them push to the garage directly. I want to see them go for kind of like a top down push.
That would be a little bit more smart because actually they don't have soft breach.
They don't have soft breach at all. I just noticed.
I mean, Jackal has a secondary shotgun, but it's not going to do as much destruction as you want it to. So they can still do a little bit of a push, and he's going to be downstairs.
So it looks like they're going to run the Hibana at the garage. Maybe they're going to let Jackal kind of break into this doorway, try to use it, get in there and destroy any of the electrification on the garage. And then the Hibana's probably going to try to open up the doorway, but Nomad now. He's going to be covering his flank, kind of putting a Nomad blast. Air jab. I don't know. I should have known that. Imagine going down early in this matchup, and Terra's going to find that kill, and now we see him on the flank. He's going to just be waiting. He expects somebody to flank it up, working alongside the Jackal to take out the electrified reinforcements, and there we go. Garage is fine, and it's able to be hard breached by the Hibana. So I'm expecting to see that happen soon. 3v5 for St. Clair Saints, and Agent Tour is going to be putting his legions down towards the staircase to his right and waiting for that push to come out. And there we go, a nice little push from Antaridus to find his double kill in this round. He does get traded out by Rapid. Nice little shots from him to connect on the head of Antaridus. And Jackal has scanned out Impact. Impact has to be a little bit careful. Rapid getting really aggro towards the staircase. He's waiting for these players to push down. That's the Jackal right to his right. and he has to be careful because that player is on white van. But that was a little bit of an open push by Rapid. He does get shot from behind by Zinzao, the Jackal, finding the kill. Impact, the last player standing, waiting for that Jackal to push down. But what a peek from Kennesaw. And they do find their first round into this while St. Clair was down a player. I don't think William has been settled in just yet in the other rooms. So we're going to have to see them play down a character for the second round. Imagine calling for the rehost. I assume that they're just going to wait for this player this time. So, yeah. In Teradus, they're all saying, yeah, rehost is probably the smart way to go if you're St. Clair.
Yeah, and just because they're swapping computers, it's going to take a little bit more time to log into their accounts and just kind of get back into the lobby. So, you know, two DCs is kind of iffy. That's when you want to swap your computer.
Yeah, and I know we were joking around at the break about Imagine DCing that first time.
Yeah.
I know you guys didn't see it, but Imagine did DC on the break as well while we were on break. So they had to situate that as well. So St. Clair having a little bit of trouble with connection tonight.
Yeah, and it's somewhat of a problem other times, but it wasn't too much before.
I've never seen it this bad.
Yeah, no, it was really bad today.
And I know one thing I wanted to actually cover from that first round was the defense from St. Clair wasn't that bad of a setup. I think they were just not focused in that round. They were kind of probably a little bit down from the player disconnecting. So a couple missed plays, Rapid having that wide push through garage to get to that one pillar. He did get caught out by the Jackal. But other than that, I think St. Clair just got I think the peaks were just in favor of the peaker advantage on Kennesaw.
Yeah, and being able to take yellow just because you don't have that fifth member to kind of hold that perspective angle, it kind of just makes all the defenders turtle inside of cafeteria, which is the back site to the garage. And so it puts so much pressure onto the defenders and how they play, and you just peak things that you don't need to. You try and get that advantage. You try and get that man advantage back that you need, but you can't, and you just end up dying.
Well, when you start down a player, it's kind of hard to not want to bring that to an even advantage. So you gotta come out with some kind of cheeky strats, do something, and if you gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah,
and it just didn't come out in St. Clair's favor. So in turn, we did have Kennesaw take round one. I expect them to still figure stuff out. To me, we haven't got confirmation that the player is situated in the other room, so we're just waiting to hear on that one. But what are on a map like Consulate? What are some key kind of things that you want to see come out from the Saints for them to bring this win?
Starting off on defense, I want to see I saw Imagine, I believe it was on the Mozzie for drone denial, and that's a really good pick because, noticed that Kennesaw doesn't really use their drones too much, and using that Mozzie limits their drones even more, giving the advantage to St. Clair even more than it has to be. So I like to see how they kind of adapt to that, and then as well as the hard denial, like Bandit and Cade come out for the walls, and I like to see that because, like I said, they didn't run any soft breach for above, but it's something that needs to happen for a team to take control, I guess.
And to touch on that kind of hard breach denial, if we see them play maybe like a Cade and a Mute, that's like double the hard breach denial that you could have. If you run the Mute with a Cade and the Mozzie, that's just like you can use them all together. You can use a Mute to help with hard denial, and you can use the Mute to help with the Mozzie catching some drones.
Yep.
And if you can catch those drones as the Mozzie, that's just extra information that St. Clair can gather for themselves, and it takes away from information that Kennesaw can gather. So I do like that. Wanting to see some denial come out from St. Clair on defense.
And even with the Cade, you can actually put barbed wire on the drone holes and then Cade the barbed wire.
Oh yeah.
So that it denies even more drones than it has to be.
Yeah. So we're still waiting to hear if if all the players are ready to go. I did hear maybe like a 1 minute mark
Yeah.
for both teams, but on attack for Kennesaw to kind of push this, what are some things you want to see them do?
They need soft breach.
Yeah.
They not. I'd like to see the buck, because if they go upstairs, they can buck the floor. If they go downstairs, you can buck the sorry. If they go upstairs, you can buck the ceiling from below, which then in turn is the floor on the site, or buck the floor, which is a ceiling on site. So either way, you get that soft breach.
Yeah, and I'm getting word in my ear that right away we're gonna hop right back into game 2. So it's Consulate, St. Clair down 1-0 into this, and Kennesaw looking to extend their lead a little bit more. And I'm not too familiar with is this a defender heavy map, or is it more even? It seems like it's a more even map.
It's more even than it is on Cafe, but from my experiences, it's a little bit more on the defender side. And William, once again,
He's
not
cursed.
being able to stay in the game.
He's cursed, and I know I can only imagine the comms for St. Clair. They are not happy about this one. You can even see in chat, Imagine's not happy for that one, and they're gonna probably play this round one more time. I can't expect them to call for a rehost again. They're probably gonna.
They can't.
No, they can't.
No, it's usually only supposed to be one per map. Or sorry, that's CEA.
2 per map.
Two
for
per map for
CR6.
CR6. And so they use their 2. They can't anymore. So they're just going to play it out. Rapid switching from the Alibi to the Bandit. And it looks like the same comp from last round.
Yeah, I thought I thought Kennesaw was actually going to take the Maru out. That would have been crazy to see, but St. Clair playing a man down once again. And you said hard breach denial. Rapid going to be playing that Bandit. Mozzie coming out for Imagine. The Legion going to kind of try to help filter some players of Kennesaw away from areas on the map. And Impact's going to be playing that Jaeger. So a little bit of a limited setup for St. Clair. But Kennesaw State, they kind of... I know for a fact that St. Clair has the potential to clutch up, especially down a player. So I expect to see St. Clair keep this close.
Yeah, it's only one player, so it's not too big, but it always sucks to be down a man.
It just brings down the morale.
Yeah, and so, Rapid and Imagine, they have the fragging power to do it. They just have to play a little bit more smart, as well as Impact and Agent. They all have the fragging power. They just have to play a little bit more passive than they actually want to.
What was it? They at least had like 9 kills between the two of them last game.
Oh,
they definitely have the fragging power. They played out of their minds last round, but Imagine, you wanted them to play smart. They went for the quick. They went to try to bring it back early, and Imagine got dropped down to half health. Impact taking damage as well. He did rotate back down service stairs, back into the main hallways in the basement. So in Terradis, he has been notified that there's a Mozzie around him, and he's gonna get rid of his drone right away. So he did bait that Mozzie out. Mozzie drone out. What is it? I can't remember what was there.
Pests.
Mozzie pest, yeah. He did bait that out and got rid of his drone. So heads up play from him to kind of get rid of that gadget.
And this is what I mean by the soft destruction. This wall is... Oh.
I don't think he got rid of anything there.
No, I thought I saw a C4 come out from a Bandit onto the Blackbeard, but the Blackbeard's going to place a breaching charge, break the floor, and now they get the wall open.
Yeah, and then the breaching charges are going to just destroy the roof onto this bomb site, and they did use the exothermic charge to open up garage. Now we see Jackal. Wait. Oh, he didn't get the ping off of those footsteps. They disappeared before he could.
Yep.
So now he's going to be just playing the exit staircase as passive as he can. Capital going to be sitting behind blue car, waiting for any information, any intel that he can shoot through the walls, anything that he hears, any misplay from St. Clair. Jackal is playing a similar position to the last one. He might see the hip of that player through the wall there, but there we go. Jackal taking some damage, firing back and connecting with damage of his own onto St. Clair. And Terratis working his way back towards the garage. He does get smoked off, and the Capital going to be helping him out there to get him inside the bomb site. So here we go. Tactical crossbow going to come out. Smokes him out one side. He actually used the fire that time. He didn't use the smoke. So he's going to just hold on to his gadgets a little bit. Diffuser going down, and St. Clair has to be a little bit more aggressive. They have to deny this plant, but the plant goes down, and the post-plant positions are going to be starting to come out for Kennesaw. 3-on-5 now as Chocobear takes a kill from above. He's looking for a second, but St. Clair playing really passive. Neon Rain finds the second. Agent Tour going to go down, but imagine refragging onto Chocobear as he brings it back to a 4v2. Impact's really low. He's going to get fragged out from that Capitao. Neon Rain finding his double kill in this round. One player left. That's Imagine. He's playing upstairs, and it doesn't seem like there's a lot left to do. Kennesaw going to take second round in this map. William still hasn't come back either, so St. Clair not able to find this one.
Yeah, and like I said, I wanted to play him a little bit more passive, but playing a little bit too passive.
Yeah.
And so, Imagine only getting one kill out of the round, but there's still potential. They're going to go upstairs. Imagine's going to pull out the dock with the ACOG, hold his long angles, and play the passive angles he needs to.
One thing I want to see St. Clair, because they're down a player, I want to see that 3-1 hold, like 3 players anchoring, 1 player roaming.
Yeah.
Because they can't give up the map control to Kennesaw. They're gonna have to need that hero play from a player roaming if they're gonna have to want to bring some rounds in their favor. But at the moment, I don't even know if we're gonna see William play in this map. They might play player down this whole time.
Yeah, he hasn't reconnected or anything like that. He might be swapping computers again, but you never know. So we'll see if he comes back in this game. But if St. Clair loses this, they still have a decider map, which would be Coastline.
I'm curious if they just put him over into the computer lab instead of it in the nest. That could be something that they use indeed. But Impact's going to be putting down his ADSs, and he's going to be working the best he can to kind of keep the any gadgets from entering into the bomb sites. Agents who are going to find a drone, get rid of one, so that's one drone out of Kennesaw's hands. Rapid going to be electrifying the meeting room walls, and now they're going to play. It looks like they're going to play really aggro into offices.
Yeah, into admin offices.
Admin off, yeah.
And so it looked like Imagine was going for a spawn peek there.
Yeah, he could have. I mean, he's playing Doc. I'd imagine him to go for a spawn peek, but he has to be really, really careful if he does go for the spawn peek. So now we're going to see the attack phase come underway for Kennesaw as they look to go up 3-0 in this round. But there we go. Jackal going to be opening up admin office doors. No, he's going to be opening up the bomb site windows. And Kennesaw holding. I think they have so much control onto B right now.
Yeah.
St. Clair's nowhere to defend this.
Yeah, they have no intel on a B. They don't have a Valkyrie, Maestro. They don't have anybody really to have intel onto this bomb site. And the smoke gets not even lit up. He might have hit the door frame.
I think he was saved.
Got spotted and a little bit of HP taken down. They're gonna smoke off the rotates here and swing on in and try and get this plant down onto B. There is no one from below with C4s, and Blackbeard's gonna sit on connector, repel, and just pick off anybody he can see, and gets the kill onto Agent Tour. And so now they have site control, and on A window sees the Legion and gets picked off. And I believe that is Imagine gets the kill on with Doc.
We have to be careful for this Blackbeard. He's peeking that, and he gets shots off, destroys the barrier, the shield of Blackbeard. Kennesaw does plant the diffuser, and Impact's going to be working to kind of bring it back a little bit. Does peek, gets a little bit aggro. He does get taken out by the Jackal, so Rapid going to be pushing in. Does get taken out by the Jackal as well. Zinzao getting his double kill. Zinzao getting a triple. I think he got the triple. No, Neon Rain with the flank. Going to be getting the finishing kill on to St. Clair, and here we go. We see it right there. What a shot through the wall. The pre-fire. That wasn't pre-fire. What am I talking about?
I mean,
kind of is.
It was a pre-fire
through
from
the wall.
seeing him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He guessed fired.
But the leaderboard's looking like St. Clair's struggling in this one. I mean, it's hard not to struggle when you're down a player.
Yeah, it's one less player for comms, one less player for intel. That one player can be playing Maestro. That one player can be playing Castle with a bulletproof. Like anybody with a bulletproof in that sense, just for intel. Like it's that one operator does make a huge difference.
Yeah, but St. Clair not looking like they're having a good time right here. 3-0 for Kennesaw State. I do expect saying. I mean, imagine he keeps on going for the spawn peaks. He hasn't been killed off the spawn peak yet, but I expect Kennesaw to kind of start catching on to that and expecting the spawn peak to come from Imagine. So I want to see him, instead of spawn peaking, just roaming and keeping the pressure onto Kennesaw so that they don't feel too comfortable in pushing. But every single time that Kennesaw does get pressured, they find a new way around St. Clair, and I think St. Clair's just being spread out with this four-man hold. They're being spread out too thin, and Kennesaw is just able to walk all over them in this matchup. So it's just unlucky for St. Clair.
Yeah, and Imagine's still gonna look for that early pick like he can, try and get it off, and just gonna get as much damage done early round to try and get that differential back. But Impact already taking, I think, 10 HP. How? I don't know, but it happened. So gonna get his ADSs down here, and being down a man also, it causes for that's 2 less reinforcements. So that's 2 walls that can be soft destructed instead of hard destructed.
Yeah, that's true,
So-
but they still don't have any soft destruction over on Kennesaw.
I mean, Blackbeard has breaching charges.
Yeah, I
you have to
guess.
go right up to the wall to do
Yeah,
that.
and Jackal has the shotgun,
Yeah,
but he still has to get pretty close to do some damage with that on the walls.
yeah. I mean, you can, yeah. You can make rotates, but that's about it. You can't really do much with it.
And here we go, Blackbeard. We're on his window that he was on last round, and this was an effective angle, indeed. But now we see Kennesaw going for that roof control once again. This was, honestly, last time they pushed this, it was almost flawless. And St. Clair giving up the B bomb site with no contestation again. It was the B bomb site.
Yeah.
Is the solo one over in the open
Console. Yeah. But playing the now I know I said play passive, but and repel right into B and lit up Impact, and that could have been a call out. I don't know. Maybe check his mouse.
It's where you were. It's maybe something that you like you called before. There's a lot of soft breaches in. Oh no. Imagine DC2 after St. Clair getting a double kill. So 2 players left for St. Clair in a 2v3. Rapid working with Agent to try to bring it back. Makes it a 2v2. Red Sox fan going down. So now we see bomb or diffuser has been planted. And Agent 2 are picking up Neon Rain. So 1 player left. That is going to be in Terradus. He's going to rush around to exit staircase. But instead he's going to rappel up. So this is a smart play for him. He's going to flash himself on in, heads up onto this. But yeah, he didn't connect with that. He got flashed himself. Rapid jumped out and got the kill in the run out. So St. Clair, even with 2 players down, bring it back and bring them to a 3-1 round. They can imagine how surprised they are with that one.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it just works in the way of the gods, I guess.
And yeah, even Kennesaw is like, hey, I flashed myself. That was just a big kind of small mistake.
Even if he did flash himself, Rapid jumped out of a window, and it's so hard when you're on rappel to even contest that close, especially with an ACOG on a window.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, he could have got the kill, but now we're going to go into this round with, I believe, 3 players because, connection issues. But
St. Clair, they're not. I don't. It's just Consulate's not their map. I think next time they have a matchup, they're gonna have to ban out Consulate.
Yeah, just ban Consulate. Stay away from Consulate.
It's cursed.
Don't go near Consulate.
It's cursed for the St. Clair. But honestly, I do expect, even with 3 players, this is gonna be tough for St. Clair.
I actually want to see the knife fight.
Yeah. If they go for a knife fight, look, they're saying they'll do it. We're gonna see a knife fight maybe come out, and where they meet Visa.
They might actually do this.
No way. If they go for a knife fight,
Rapid's gonna go for it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the CR6 Knife Fight Simulator. As both teams are gonna be setting up in Visa office. Imagine returns to the server on the other side, and St. Clair setting themselves up for this knife fight. They do did they barbed wire? That's a little bit toxic if they barbed wire.
No, they're gonna go outside. Even if they barbed wire inside.
Okay, so it's gonna one 3v5 knife fight for St. Clair.
This is actually
and Kennesaw.
happening.
So yeah, this is not something you see all the time, but Impact's coming out with the first one. Swings with a nice left hook, connects with the kill, bringing it to a 4v5. And Teradus gonna return with the jab of his own over on Agent Tour. Impact working back and forth with Teradus, and Teradus prone catches the kill onto Impact. Now it's Rapid, and he's gonna be swarmed by these teams of Kennesaw State. Rapid gonna be finding the first kill onto Teradus, brings it back to a 1v3. Looking for the second, but that is Kennesaw coming on top with the knife fight in the CR6 week 1. And that is not something you see every day.
No, that is not. I mean, it's nice to know that, even in the collegiate scene, being down the man advantage, you have the other team on your side. Hey, you guys are down 2 guys. We're obviously going to win. Let's just do something fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if Rapid pulled that 1v4 off with a knife, that
would have been nuts.
Yeah, it was.
I probably would have left. I probably would have gotten up, yelled in excitement, and left the room.
Walked away with your headset on and just yanked it right out.
But no, we see Imagine's back, so they're back to a 4-on-5 situational kind of disadvantage. And now I do expect St. Clair to kind of take this a little bit more seriously, not have a knife fight with the other team.
Yeah.
But weirder things have happened.
I've actually seen a knife fight in like a CL game.
Have you seen it in a pro league game? No, that would be nuts. It could have happened. No,
Yeah.
I'm sure if you Google pro league knife
100%,
fight match,
100%.
you'll find something.
I personally myself haven't seen it, but I'm 100% sure it's happened.
Yeah, but St. Clair looking to bring it back a little bit. I wouldn't mind seeing a 4-2. They with one player down, they can't go down 5-1 in this matchup. So I do expect them to look to kind of pull back, bring this to a 4-2 disadvantage, because it's a little tough to be a player down on defense, but if they were a player down on attack, I think St. Clair couldn't do it. But welcome back, Mr. William, to the server, as Consulate has been waiting for you.
Yeah, and waiting and making you leave. So we'll see if he can stay, or if Consulate gods just hate him.
One can only hope.
Yes.
As I think this is just a little bit cursed, but what has happened to Kennesaw? Imagine off the start brings it back to a 4-on-4. Chocobear getting a little bit too aggressive on. No, actually, wait, no, they're on attack. Sorry, Chocobear getting taken out by the aggression of Imagine. So the run out or the spawn peak coming in favor of Imagine finally. But Ash going to be using the breaching rounds to get rid of some electrified gadgets for St. Clair. So here we go. Breaching round comes out. Thermite gonna open up the left side of the garage with the exothermic charge, and without contention either. And I think Imagine is still roaming around upstairs. No, all 4 players for St. Clair are downstairs. Red Sox fan is gonna be controlling the room upstairs above the bomb site of garage. And now St. Clair just waiting for the attack of Kennesaw State to come underway. Rapid going to be sitting behind the van in garage, watching for anybody. That C4, I thought he was about to C4 himself. That would have been absolutely nuts.
It's Rapid.
But
you think he would C4 himself?
I mean,
it looked like it. It did look.
It did look like he was about to do it.
Yeah.
I've seen him throw gas canisters outside of windows. Stuff can happen.
You know what's funny? I was actually talking to him about that today, and he said, J&B's, can we play bank and throw gas canisters out the windows? And the coach said, sure. But
sure, let's play bank. But
bank was banned out, so we will not see any gas canisters out the windows.
We're not going to see that today, and I'm glad that they didn't, because if they were playing bank in a 4-on-5, throwing gas canisters out the window, I would want to see that on Reddit.
Yeah.
But now we see 4-on-4 still. 45 seconds left in this round. Zinzo is going to be holding onto the exit staircase. Still, Red Sox fan on the flank and service staircase, but Zinzo now onto the site. He has been hit by a Legion Goo Mine, and he's just going to be holding that respective corner. Agent Tour going to be looking to keep the Legions down, but Zinzo with the off angle is going to find the kill on Imagine. Agent 2 are going to go down to Red Sox fan with the flank impact, working with Rapid to try to bring it on back. And Rapid finding one, but it's going to be traded out. So 1v3 situation. Red Sox fan low. Zenzo is low. Interidus is also low, but St. Clair going down 5-1 at the half. And it's been a tough game, so you can't blame them.
Yeah, you know, and now 5-5. 5v5, I should say.
I was about to say 5-5.
No.
That's a bold statement.
No, I meant the 5v5. All 5 players are back. All 5 players are being able to play in this game now. We'll see. Actually, I'm not going to speak. I'm
Tachanka.
Oh,
wait. Bow down to the Lord if he gets played in this. That's something we could talk about right now.
And he's gone.
What are your thoughts on the Tachanka rework?
It could be good. It could be bad.
I mean, like, I expect it to be played a little bit more than he's played now, which is never.
And so Tachanka, with his new primary gun, though, he can make the rotates.
Yeah, that's true.
Basically, they just took his turret, make it a primary gun, and now he has incendiary grenades.
And he has soft breach with his primary gun.
With his gun, yeah.
So that's crazy. So, I mean, like, you basically get to cut off rotations and open up rotations for yourself.
Yeah. He's very, very slow, though. Like his operator is very, very slow. So we'll see how well he actually is going to be able to be played.
Sorry, I just very clearly heard Jaeger say you don't have to worry about grenades now, and I haven't heard that in a while. That's a voice line that I haven't heard in a while.
It's a moment you've always been waiting for.
Nah, I don't. I'm so glad I don't have to worry about them anymore. But now it's going to be round 7. St. Clair looking to bring it back. Does it go to overtime in CR6? Do we see overtime?
Yes.
So, okay, so if they do have that one round kind of still. They still can bring it back. You know, they don't have to worry about going for a tie.
Yep.
They can still lose a round and kind of go into overtime, but they're only down by 4. I've seen crazier comebacks.
You know what I didn't notice? Doc Rook, the French brothers.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
They're gonna be looking to use their ACOG sights to the advantage right now.
And I would say it's ACOG heavy, but Maestro.
Yeah, true.
Joined the Ash and the SMG-11
and the
everybody
Jaeger gun.
Yeah, the Bandit. Everybody. Ubisoft doesn't like ACOGs.
No.
They give them and then they take them.
What can be given can be taken away if you abuse it. So
Basically.
just know that, community. And now we're gonna see St. Clair going for that top down. Uh-oh.
Williams
Please
AFK.
don't. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me.
They might still be setting up his setup. 'Cause they might have swapped around computers. So they might still be plugging stuff in.
This is a strat.
Yeah,
Pretend
he
pretend that he's AFK so that they get really aggressive and then just tap him in the head.
Yeah, and now you see he's moving. 2
Yeah.
minutes. He's moving now. Coming in for the late flank. He's gonna go.
This is it. This is the strat.
Yo, watch this.
Yeah.
Sit AFK and then do a late flank.
Exactly. It's like pretending you're an alibi.
Exactly. Just at spawn.
Except you're on attack and you're sitting in spawn. Nobody can see you. But William opening
Told
up
you.
with the first kill, and it's coming out to an advantage right there.
PL.
Exactly.
Come
It's a strat.
Y'all ready?
Now we're seeing him rotate on over to the upstairs, and he's already been back for less than 2 minutes, and he is opened up with a kill. He's going to be droning out the spiral staircases and try to find some information for himself to shoot at. There is a Jaeger sitting behind the main desk in hallway, and he didn't get droned out. William did not spot that out. He actually went to jump into the bomb site, but fell right through the hatch.
Yeah.
Now Impact working up yellow staircase, trying to find some information. Rapid, though, getting really aggressive. Hopped right into the bomb site, taking some damage, but taking also a lot of openings. He spots the feet, the toes of that player on the other side of the wall, does some damage onto the dog. The dog's going to stim him. Yeah, stim himself. And he's just going to hold into that corner. I'm surprised that Rapid's not shooting. Is that reinforced?
Yeah, it was reinforced.
Okay, so Interidus going to re-peek and get that kill onto Rapid. Neon Rain going to find another kill onto Agent Tour. So now it's Imagine, Impact, and William against 4 players of Kennesaw State. And they're just going to be playing really slow. William going to look for his second kill. He's going to get too aggressive, get shot from the back of Spiral. Imagine going to be refragging onto Enteritus, and Impact's going to be sitting, watching the diffuser. He does get taken out by Neon Rain. I don't know if that was a run out or if he was just being really aggressive. And imagine not seeing the rotation from Neon Rain. That's a triple kill from himself. It's going to be diffused, and that's going to be map point for Kennesaw State.
Yeah, that last player jumped out of the window and got downed. I just want to point that out.
How? Oh, he jumped out the
Claymore.
top window.
Yeah.
Top window?
Claymore at the bottom.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I
I think you take like 3 or 4 damage if you jump out of the window. Actually, I don't think you take any damage.
I don't think you take damage actually on this map from jumping out the second floor.
There's some windows you can't jump out of though. In admin, you can't jump out of those windows.
Yeah, that's true. Because it's a little bit farther.
In
away from-
connector, you can't connect. You can't jump out of connector. Because in console office, there's like this little ledge that you can jump onto, like that overlooks the garage.
Yeah.
Like that balcony thing.
Oh yeah.
So there's like that little like lip, that extra like meter or two that you're able to actually vault onto. So it gives you the prompt that you can jump out of the window.
Yeah. And so it's a little bit of information for anybody who doesn't know that. And the casual viewers there, you can jump out of some windows, but not all windows on Consulate. St. Clair down by 5, and they have to bring it into overtime now if they want to close it out here. The next map will be Coastline, so I know St. Clair's not. They're pretty comfortable. I've seen them play Coastline quite a bit, and they have their good games and their bad games. So they've had a little bit of an unfortunate series of events in Game 2, but and honestly, Kennesaw in that last round looked really good.
And you only get stronger from the defeat that you take.
True. Wow. Wise words from Hyper, everyone.
Bandit, gonna electrify the barbed wire.
This is a strat.
I mean, it can get shot, so
This is strat. Trust in the process.
hey, just like the Nomad sitting AFK, that's a strat.
Trust the process.
There's some shots I didn't know about.
William, I played so good. I think he got a little bit too aggressive when he was pushing into that, when he got shots down on that player in admin.
Yeah.
He was in.
It was like the small desk
He's
area.
small desk area. He got a little bit too aggressive, got flanked from behind. He wasn't aware of that anyways, so he did more than I expected in that round because he was AFK, but
Yep.
Impact.
I mean, at least he was able to do something.
Yeah.
I mean,
at least he got to play.
He could be on the loading screen.
At least he got to play.
Yeah.
He could be switching PCs right now.
Yeah.
But now St. Clair looking to start their attack phase as Agent Tour going for the top-down push. There is a player roaming for Kennesaw State in the third floor, but they're going to drone him out for sure. I expect him to be spotted out. Yeah, that is the Bandit.
He's going to go for a run out and die because he pinged him, so he's not going to go for the run out.
No,
There's no bait.
Nope, no bait at all. Agent
will
Tour
he
now
bait
going to
him
set
with
up, and he's going to be shooting through the walls, but this could be detrimental if he got sprayed back by that Bandit. That could be dismal, but the Bandit going for the pre-fire, not catching anything. That is pixels on pixels. Chocobear trying to work on getting this, getting the thermite out there, and I think Agent Tour has to be super careful because he is holding diffuser in the window.
Yeah.
So now Impact.
He's going to rotate down.
Oh, but Rapid gets the kill onto Chocobear, so you don't have to worry about that. Thermite opening up the garage door, so B bomb site is open for St. Clair to start their attack. 4v5, and Enteritus is very low. As you look at his health bar, is blinking. I think that's like 5 health on him. He looks like he could be like sneezed on and die.
Just don't go to SI. Everybody at SI is sick now, or mostly everybody.
Yeah, make sure that Enteritus stays away from SI because he's too low on health to go there. But we're gonna see a nice hold from Kennesaw State as the top down from St. Clair has been proven to work excellently. Agent Tour has finally gotten onto the map. One gas canister has been used, and it's not going to connect to disrupt the plant. But the plant is going to go down. Actually, he got disrupted, did it? By something.
The Zofia disrupted him.
Oh, so a little bit of a team miscommunication there. Red Sox fan is actually going to drop the diffuser. So nice kill from him. Zinzo, I don't know where he got that kill from, but Impact's going to go down, and it's going to be a 3-on-4. The players on Kennesaw, though, super low. Rapid getting caught by C4, but not down. 2 players on Kennesaw State is going to be taken out by St. Clair. Imagine, and William getting a kill, but look at that rotation not favoring Kennesaw as William gets a kill onto Interidus, his 2nd kill of the round. Now Zinzo against the world. He's going to look for that, but doesn't look long enough as he's taken down to just over half health. He's going to rotate around service staircase. Now he is in main locker hallway on the rotation. I think St. Clair is ready for this. They've called it out. As I'm pretty sure it was William sitting on exit staircase. He saw that rotation, but now we see the head of Imagine going to be ripped off by 1 tap by Zinzo. And St. Clair immediately just leaves. Immediately gets their post-plant positions effective. And Zinzo doesn't have enough time to get this. He does spray over towards exit staircase. Not going to be able to defuse, though. Holding that angle. And St. Clair brings it back 6-2.
Yeah, and, you know, it's just things like that. You sit, hold your perspective angles, and as you noticed, I think it was William on the Nomad, correct? If I'm
William playing the Nomad, yes.
He peeked, got a little HP down, slowed down the diffuse, and then just sat, didn't want to peek, and then rounded it at that because of time. So very, very smart plays on the side of St. Clair, and you see Imagine and Rapid with their 6, and then everybody else with 2, 1, and 3. And then all the players on Kennesaw that were able to stay in the game, 9, 6, 3, 4, and 2. So,
and honestly, St. Clair to be down by 5 and still have 12 kills between your 2 top fraggers, it's a pretty good stat line to have. It just shows that it's just an unfortunate event to have the disconnects coming from the PCs at the college. But now we see St. Clair looking really, really good on that attack in round 8. So in round 9, I expect them to kind of repeat and go for this again. And actually, I think Kennesaw is looking to have a little bit more than just 1 roamer this time. No. 4 players anchoring the point, 1 player on 2nd floor. That's going to be Red Sox.
I think Red Sox might rotate back down. I think he's just opening up hatches and reinforcing hatches and rotating back down.
And yeah, you expect the smoke to be on anchor duty.
Yeah.
Mozzie, I expect Mozzie to be one of the the roamers, probably the only roamer that we see, unless Interidus wants to rotate with him. Maybe even Mute on the roaming. But
Do you have a MP5?
No, he had the shotgun.
Oh, this is...
Oh, if St. Clair can get there in time, they can catch him off, but nobody was ready for that. So lucky for I think Zinzo as he gets away with his life after barricading the window with his castle. And the Mute is still upstairs with the shotgun on the 3rd floor. And St. Clair, I hope they go for a top-down push because that was very effective last round.
Yeah, and do a top-down push and just kind of... Well, Mute is going to play very aggressive on this window. Gets the drone. So, knows he's in that corner. You're going to nade him out. And gets about 70 HP off on the Mute. And then he's prone with the SMGs. This is going to be a really, really hard angle to contest. And it gets the kill. So that is Mute down. And a C4 as well. Down, so they don't have to worry about that C4. All they have to worry about is Mozzie and possibly Cade's C4.
Look at that! Imagine rocking the 6th invitational charm.
Yeah, I have one too.
Yeah, big flags. I didn't actually get one, even though I was there. I didn't get one. Now we see Imagine gonna be working the top down angle on the upside down rappel. So he did open up the floor, and now Impact with the IQ is gonna be taking out the Cade charges. Agent Tour on the Thermite is gonna be able to exothermite this wall, and if that player sticks close to Garage, he would be taking a little bit of damage, but he did back on off. Rapid going to be watching for a run out, but he doesn't have to worry because all the players at Kennesaw is in the basement. Impact going to be finding another kill onto Zinzo, so it's a 3v5. St. Clair looking for the flawless round. 1:10 left in the Thermite, opening that up, but what a play from Red Sox fan as William going down on exit staircase, bringing it back to a 4v3. You pointed something out. You saw something.
They don't notice that the Mozzie's upstairs in console office with the hatch open.
Oh.
Mozzie can drop and get the buck killed. But he's just going to wait it out.
I didn't even notice that he was up there.
He kills the buck.
So there we go. Imagine getting traded out. Rapid, though, on site, getting the kill onto Red Sox fan. There's only 1 player left. That's Interidus. able to defend this impact, watching for the rotation through exit staircase, and he's gonna get that kill. Nice trade for impact. 1v3 for St. Clair Saints, and they have the post plant positions. The last player standing is Interitus with the cage shotgun. Actually, he's holding the AUG. Yeah, he has a C4, but he's holding the AUG. This is kind of a you never really see a Cade use the AUG.
I mean, depends. If you like the shotgun, you know, it's one of those things that you love it or you hate it.
Yeah,
and I love it, so I use it. Other people hate it, so they use the AUG.
Yeah, but St. Clair making their 3rd round in this. Pulling back, only down by 3 now.
Nice shot.
It was a nice play by Impact too to catch the roamer, making sure that he got the Mozzie when the Mozzie was rotating around. The Mozzie was not ready for him to be there at all. Looking at the leaderboards though, look at Rapid sitting at a nice 8 kills, and Agent Tour with 2, but William out for most of this game and has 3 kills to him. So he's also pulling his own weight now that he's back onto the server, and St. Clair looking strong on this attack.
Yeah, and you know, I love to see everybody having high fives. The assists, I call them high fives because they have a hand.
Oh.
Yeah. So everybody kind of doing, you know, at least some sort of damage and helping out the team getting their kills.
High fives. High five. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of a helping hand, an assist, if you might say. But imagine going back to his buck, and it was a little bit of an unfortunate series. You did call out that the Mozzie was upstairs. I didn't even catch him upstairs, so that was a really good roam from the Mozzie.
You know, they killed the mute, and they thought that was it for the 3rd floor. But there was also a Mozzie kind of lurking around. I believe he started in the Visa area and rotated up, but then killed the buck upstairs. And then I believe, imagine it was on the buck. He called it out because as soon as he died, Impact looked straight up and started rotating up. So it must have been called out.
If St. Clair can play 3/4 of this game in a 4v3, or in a 4v5, and then go down to a 3v5 and bring it back for the win, that would be epic.
And have a knife fight.
And have a knife fight. And lose the knife fight.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out that they had the knife fight.
I forgot about the knife fight, not gonna lie. That was a long time ago.
That was, yeah, it was, yeah.
It was the, like, round 4 or 5 that happened.
Kennesaw, sitting on match point again. So we'll see how passive or aggressive they play this round. And playing aggressive, apparently.
William getting dropped instantly to Choco Bear. So in 4v5, St. Clair, this is like PTSD, down a player right off the start again.
And it's William.
And it's William, too. Who else? They just don't want him to play on this map.
William, you're not allowed to play on this map. I'm sorry.
You're banned.
Tell your coach to ban it every game you play.
And Rapid getting a lot of information into admin office.
Oh,
he's gonna
go for this nade.
If he catches this player with the nade, that'd be nuts.
He downed him, but it is a dock, so he's going to pick himself up.
Confused.
And the next nade's not going to do as much damage as he wants, and he's going to sim himself up over past. And, you know, they're just going to try and hold these angles. Agent 2A is going to push him out.
Hip fire. Can it land? No, it doesn't. And Territ is able to get out alive from that situation.
I think he's still in.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Now
he's
he
over
is.
in the
Now
other.
he
But
leaves.
there's another player in there.
Yeah.
Over on the right. I don't know who that is. That's the Jaegers. Oh, he just misses him. Barely. And the Jaeger playing that head glitch angle. Rapid trying to connect with the kills, but not able to frag him out. And Agent Tour is actually down, but not out. He's not fully killed. Rapid going to find the kill onto Zinzo. And I expect St. Clair to get the revive soon, as Agent Tour just chilling. He's just chilling with the diffuser down. Imagine on the roof, looking to watch for somebody run out, but nobody set up for a run out on Kennesaw. Impact finally getting the revive onto Agent Tour, and St. Clair back up into a 4v4, but they don't have health advantage. Actually, they're down. It's not even in health. Agent Tour out on 20 health after the revive.
Yeah, it's a 20 health revive. But Doc using 2 stims, so that's 2 utilities used basically.
Mozzie still has his C4 as well. 58 seconds left. Legion, Choco Bear taking a lot of damage, but what a shot onto Rapid, as that's a double kill for Choco Bear as he deletes him through the wall, finds a triple kill before getting traded out by Agent. Agent still on 20 health, hits with the Legion goo mine, but he's gonna get that out before he gets dropped. 40 seconds left. Agent 2A trying to peek this out. 2v3 situation for St. Clair, and pushing in is the diffuser. It's going to be dropped. Impact going down to Red Sox fan. Agent 2A with 20 health, looking to bring this back as he is getting pre-fired by some angles. There's a player right to his right. That's the Maestro. Maestro with the final kill of this map, and Kennesaw State tying it up 1-1 in the series.
Yeah, and as you said that you went to go say the Mozzie, and I was thinking there's a lot of M's. Maestro, Mozzie, Mute, Mira. I can't think of any others.
So this is a different thing to touch on, but honestly, St. Clair was down a player for most of that match.
And
they still looked like the better team, in my opinion.
Yeah, you know, they brought it back 6-3. I wouldn't say the better team. They looked
more composed in some situations.
Even though they were down a player, they were able to hold their own.
Yeah,
basically. And so it just shows how well they gelled from when they began. And I'm going to keep saying it and keep saying it. I'm going to point it out. When they first started, it was just there was no comms. They looked very disoriented. They were all over the place. They were pushing from 10 different angles at once, and they didn't look like they knew what they're doing. And now they look very, very organized.
Yeah, and I for one can't wait to see the replay on that knife fight.
Yeah.
As that was insanely fun to watch. But map 3, Coastline, St. Clair looking to bring out with the win, but also, it's a tie game, so anybody can come out with the win. But I expect it to be a close one after watching that consulate match after the 5th player came in. So stay tuned for map 3, Coastline, as we're going to head to a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.